First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Detroit Lions. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24-yard line. First carry for DeAndre Swift.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
4 yards. At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up third down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. Now Tua. Looking downfield for Gamble. He will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Greg Stroman back deep waiting for it. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10.
Their own 22-yard line.
Loose. The question was, would this be 2 or would it be 6? It's 6. The defense able to pounce on it.
And for the offense, the training didn't really kick in, did it? Once that ball comes loose, you got to get on it, make sure that you recover it, or make sure you punch it out of the end zone. Anything but give it to the defense to score a touchdown.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Stepping out, he's going to keep it. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
7-yard line.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
The tackle made by Michael.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards.
And the Lions will take over.
Shut him down! Shut him down! Let's do this!
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. From the gun, it's Tua. Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
In a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcusson. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on a sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson.
Pass.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
A.J. Epinesa.
He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Detroit. Jerry Jeudy, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points.
The kick is blocked.
Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Intercepted.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
49-yard line.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up
13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports.
The score, Lions 13, Bengals nothing.
On 2nd down, Tua. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
That's good.
7 yards there and a first down. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals 31. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to score. A lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. Play action, now it's Tua. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp. Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Austin Hooper. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down for Hurts fumbles it. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught for a touchdown. Jerry Jeudy. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. And can you believe it? He misses another one. His 3rd so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Ed one told me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Throwing is Hurts.
He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Bengals first down.
Hurts.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 44-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got it.
Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. He'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
44-yard line.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 14.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
Gain of 11 yards.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
Brought down at his own 6-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down now, it's Hunt, and he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 3rd down, here's Hunt, and they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield.
Bengals 46-yard line.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Steps away to his left. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
DeAndre Swift, the intended receiver that time.
And it's 3rd down.
Third down and 11.
On play action, here's Tua. Looking downfield for Godwin. Oh, Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked by Jeff Okudah.
Intercepted by the Bengals. They'll take over 1st and 10.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bengals with work to do in this 3rd quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. Oh, nice spin. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Now this time he'll look to throw. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He was held without a catch in the 1st half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Open man here, Sims complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. And you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Tua sets up to pass it. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Yardage and be backed up to the 24. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They go play action with Hurts. Forced out to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
That one is caught by Hunt. Get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
First down, Bengals.
On first down, Hurts. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson.
Complete.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
50-yard line.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
The tackle by
2nd down and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
On the counter, Hunt. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions 31.
At the 31.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10.
Cincinnati.
Gun, he'll hand this off. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
2nd and long. That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play, with the score Lions 26, Bengals nothing.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts, escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
He may try and run for this. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
Now, Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 7. They'll run with Hunt. And he'll be brought down shy of the 1st down marker at the 11. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
A 28-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that'll put us within 3 scores as it becomes now a 23-point game. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak.
And finding the tight end, Hooper. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Brings up.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. On the handoff, this is Swift.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
He'll air this one deep for Judy.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Great job of tackling there to prevent the 1st down.
One of the toughest skills in football, open field tackling. A lot of times one-on-one against a shifty receiver. He got it done in a nice way that time.
Here's Logan Cook now. He's been terrific so far. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw.
Gets it quickly to Galladay.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and...
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Second down, here's Hurts. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up right around the 43. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And they'll get him down right about the 20. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
The tackle made by Brock.
2nd and 7 from the 20.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 20.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover. They're in the end zone.
Brings up 3rd down.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's Swift. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. And what are the whistles for? Timeout.
It's 4th down.
So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Tua on 4th down. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jerry Jeudy, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. These have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
33. Bengals 3. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Yard line.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. A carry here for Hunt. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Final score, Lions.
I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Ford Field. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They run here with Jason Huntley.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
On the pickup. Second and 6 at the 30-yard line.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
I get the thought process. Third and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way. But that means you're counting on your offensive line to win the line of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, and there was just a mass of bodies there at the line. Looked like more defenders than offensive guys. Winds up losing yardage.
Their own 49-yard line.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up first and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory.
The ball carrier.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
From the 47, it's second and 5.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. They'll run on first down. George. And they'll get this down to the 10. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
From the 10, first and goal.
And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. This will be caught at about the 5. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a third and goal situation.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Jerry Rice there to make the grab. And the Steelers have taken a first quarter lead. Well, you've got to like that start. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You're almost going to mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll run it here with Huntley.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 25 yards the pickup there and also a first down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun, it's Fromm.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
Yeah, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all...
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow.
10-yard loss.
And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball...
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
A 10-yard loss.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
8-0 our score with 2 minutes left in the second quarter. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Returnable here from the 38. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
46-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit...
Can't get away, and he's taken down. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
35-yard line.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Out of the shotgun, here's Fromm.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Quarterback.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
Earl Thomas.
Well, I think it's back to the drawing board, or should I say in today's game, the Surface tablet after this drive. 3 plays, they go backwards. They will have like they've gotten something going right there, but they'll have to punt the football away to end this one.
First and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep.
Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
So the first thing that crosses my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Devin Bush, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. That's Darius Leonard, the linebacker who got in and got him to the turf. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
It's nothing.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
The 40-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Jackson. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first.
And
Gronk's first catch, good for a first down.
First down.
On first down, it's George. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Steelers.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run a little bit more.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Touchdown.
Lamar Jackson, 37 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. So a designed run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that come.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of him, being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly didn't
lost.
work. Yeah, there's no doubt.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
29-yard line.
They go again with Huntley. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
Here's Fromm to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Darius Leonard picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the Patriots' 44-yard line.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Being chased out left. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score,
Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. He can run for it, and he will. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
A gain of 11 on the play. first down, Pittsburgh.
They'll run on first down. It's George. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
The Steelers on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Flushed out right. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Reggie Wayne there to make the grab. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
Bailey lining up for
They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. And this is secured by the Patriots. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Jalen Ramsey with a sack on the corner blitz. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Now from to pass on 2nd down. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Lets it fly for Thielen. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And it's 2nd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that's the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
That'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. They go play action now. Jackson. His throw incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He may try and run for this. 1st down and more for Jackson. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. And they give this time to the tailback. And they get to him quickly here as he stops right around the 13. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Eddie George. It's now 4th.
And well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down.
A 30-yard attempt.
And he'll try and throw here on the fake. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. From 13 yards out. And the Steelers offense, they continue to pour it on. And now the Steeler offense staying out there. And they'll go for 2. Jackson from the shotgun. Eluding the pressure right. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more.
It's nothing.
And this is secured by the Patriots. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possible.
Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down.
Today's final score, Steelers.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for.